What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you what I think are the top 5 best captaincy picks for game week 1. Obviously most of you are going to captain Salah, which I'm not going to argue with. I'm probably going to captain him myself. But I think there are a lot of other good options as well, especially if you don't want to go for Salah in your team, or if you just want to go some differential for the first game week. I think there are a couple of good players, so let's just get into this. So obviously the first player is Mohamed Salah. I mean, he's 50.2% owned right now. Probably going to go up a little bit more before the deadline. And the thing I did with all this players was just look at their expected goal involvement for last season against the kind of difficulty of the fixture they have right now. So I'm counting Norwich as a low strength team. A lot of people think they're gonna get relegated this season, so I don't think that's anything to argue about as well. But Salah's expected goal involvement last season against low strength teams was 1.0, so at least one goal involvement in each of those games. And obviously, I mean, everyone is expecting Liverpool to win this game. They could win with 4 or 5 goals scored, and we're just hoping that Mohamed Salah is gonna be involved in all of those goals. There's one thing that goes against Salah right now, and that is that there are rumors that Milner might start. And usually when Milner starts and plays, especially when he plays, of course, and he's on the pitch, he usually takes the penalties. So in that case, Salah probably won't take the penalties in this game, which kind of course, takes a bit of the excitement off. But still, I think it's a really good choice. And obviously, it's still a really good one to go for. So the next one is actually from the same team, Sadio Mane. Obviously, we could easily have gone for Jota as well. I think his underlying numbers are similar to what Salah has. The only thing with Jota is he probably will start game week 1, but he's not as guaranteed to start as Sadio Mane. And I think Sadio Mane on his day, he could be just as good as Salah. Especially if Salah is not going to have penalties now in this first game. I think Mane and Salah are quite even, not as even as you can see on the expected goal involvement. He has 0.6 instead of 1.0. But also last season was kind of an off season for Mane. He wasn't as good last season as it was the year before or the year before that. So I still think he's a really good pick, especially with 4.4% ownership, really good differential. Definitely want to look out for. Even Jota I think is a great option, but it's not in this video, so just keep it in mind. Then we have Kai Havertz. So this would have been one of the best captain picks for sure this game week. Chelsea are playing Crystal Palace. He had 0.6% goal involvement against low/medium strength teams last year, and he definitely picked up towards the end of last season, or the second half of the season. He definitely picked up with all his numbers and playing much better, being a bigger threat than he was in the beginning of the season. The thing about this is, of course, Lukaku has signed. He's probably not going to play the first game week, so I was expecting Havertz to start up front as a false 9. The only thing is that he played yesterday, I think it was yesterday, in the cup final, the Super Cup final. And I didn't watch the game, but I think he went to extra time, right? I'm not sure how many minutes he played, but I read somewhere on Twitter, I haven't actually looked at it, but I think he read on Twitter that he played the extra time as well, which definitely takes away the appeal a little bit to captain him in this game, because I don't even know if he's going to start. It could be Bruno playing up front instead. So a little bit risky. If we get some news, we know that he's going to start. I think he's one of the best captain picks this week, but otherwise, maybe some other Chelsea player, because Chelsea, if you know who's going to start, I think this game against Crystal Palace will be really good game for Chelsea, definitely. Then we have Jamie Vardy, so he's also kind of a low-key pick. Yeah, 12% ownership, more than I expected actually. I thought he was going to go much under the radar, just because of all the other great picks we have, and especially because he's quite expensive. 0.8% or 0.8 expected goal involvement against low/medium strength teams last season. Wolves have played with a very high backline in preseason, I've heard, so I think he will really get some opportunities to score in this game. Obviously, players like Barnes could be really good as well. Jamie Vardy has the penalties though, and I think he's going to start Iheanacho, Daka, who knows if any of them are going to start or who's actually going to get the most game time out of those. But Jamie Vardy is guaranteed to start, I would say, or I would be really surprised if he doesn't start. And I just think it's a great option. Good first game for Leicester. And obviously the last pick, the safe pick, if you don't want to captain Salah, if you don't have Salah in your team, and you just want to fall on reliable players, Bruno. the highest scoring player last year, and he's probably going to be one of the highest scoring players this year. A lot of people are thinking about not having him in the team because they can spread the money out and build what looks on paper to be a better team. I just don't think that's really going to be beneficial, especially not in the beginning of the season. Maybe later when Sancho gets into the team and Cavani comes back, maybe Bruno Fernandes' numbers will drop down a little bit. But I think in the beginning of the season, he's going to do everything in United. I'm expecting, and he's also on penalties, so I think it's a great option. Not as good as the previous four. Maybe Kai Havertz it could be better than if Kai Havertz obviously doesn't play, but just as a reliable option, he's probably going to get something against Leeds. I think so. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them. And yeah, good luck in the first game week.